I
All
just
right,
had to.
we are recording.
Awesome. Okay. Well, happy end of month eve. It's tomorrow. So, no, I'm glad. Thank you, Maria and Abby, for getting on. Maria and I were just chatting today, and this call just kind of came out of a conversation we had, a conversation I had with Mandy earlier today. And I just thought, gosh, I think it would be really helpful just to kind of have a conversation around really the next 6 weeks before conference and what is going on with our businesses and as leaders, how we can best support our teams. So first of all, hopefully, I know Abby was sharing before we started the recording that she's been booking like crazy and that her June is looking better than January for double host credit. So that is awesome. I know a lot of you guys are working on just really encouraging your team. I know some people, Rula was doing a little incentive for her team to get bookings. And obviously those are the natural things I think we think of doing, as we're coaching our team members to work on filling up June. So hopefully you'll start to see results from that. I know they've never, ever, ever announced something like a double host credit this early. So I think it's pretty evident that some people decided to kind of check out until double host credit and then dive back in. So if you've been feeling that way, I want to make sure you guys don't feel like it's just you. So I don't know if anyone on here is feeling that way, or you're all just having fabulous Mays and life is great.
My personal calendar was totally full for May. And so it was just like any other month. I mean, my goal is to have $3,500 in sales a month, and I'm about there. And I think it's because of the business I was doing prior, 90 days prior to that. Yeah. I really think I had a full calendar going into the year and just was determined to keep it that way all year long. So going into Double Free in June, it was like, well, I already had a full calendar. So while it's super exciting for a lot of people, my hostesses for June are excited, but I didn't have to book like crazy. Now I just know that I'm going to have really good attendance at my parties. So I just feel like you don't have to scramble if you just stay on top of the coming months.
Yeah. So the other piece that I just wanted to especially share with you is I know having been in WildTree for quite a while, I do feel like that we're just kind of like this weird in between where we know good things are coming, but they're all not clearly there. So the conversation that Mandy and I were having today is what can we be doing as leaders to really put ourselves in good shape and also help our team be in good shape. And I think the one piece that I honestly had maybe shifted my focus from, especially when they announced double host credits, that's what I've been talking to my team about. That's what I've been focused myself, upping my contacts from 10 a day to I think I've been averaging 17 a day. In my brain, I've just been book June. But I really like the idea, and that's why I want to talk with you guys, of shifting your focus to yourself and also to your team of recruiting. And Mandy kind of challenged me because I was like, recruiting, why would I think of that now? It's all about booking. But if you think about it, now is the best time. So whether you or your team member are newer to WildTree, or even if you've been around for a couple of years, now is an awesome time to reach out to those people who have been on your recruiting list or in your recruiting notebook, and they said not now, maybe later. And going back to all those people, just saying, hey, Maria, I thought of you because I know you've been interested. I've been doing WildTree for a little while. And right now, honestly, is kind of a primo time. In the next 6 weeks, you could get yourself launched and acclimated to WildTree. Sorry, I've got this huge tickle tonight. And then as these new pieces of technology for WildTree and another stream of income for WildTree, when that rolls out, you're going to be ready to roll and run with that versus trying to jump in and get yourself going. So I really love that idea. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys kind of had your head thinking in that direction, because I really think that's a smart move. As leaders, just think about it. If you bring somebody in the month of June and you're helping them get double launched, they've got double host credits, which is going to either benefit themselves if they're hosting, or it's going to make it even easier for them to get other parties booked, help have a really, really successful launch. So if you have 2 new recruits in the month of June, they each double launch. I mean, that's probably $2,000 in sales. If you think about that, that's a lot easier, in my opinion, than like trying to run some team contest to generate sales. Or I just feel like your team leader numbers are going to be rock solid in June and going into July if your focus is on recruiting. So I wanted to get your guys' feedback on that. What do you think, Abby and Maria, that are on here?
I've been reaching out to, I have like 3 people that have been kind of pushing it back. And one of them, she said she signed up this week. She wanted to have her calendar line anyway, but now she's like, oh, I already had 2 parties booked, but now I'll have 4. So she was super duper excited. And she's like, she didn't want to pull the trigger until she had them all lined up, which I like that. And that was on it. So I definitely have one, but then I have another recruiting call with another girl who has kind of been blowing me off. And she's like, wow, because I gave her kind of the numbers. Someone posted a picture of like, if you were to launch this month, you would get this much free. And
Freezed up or froze up.
We lost you, Abby.
The aliens took her.
Now, Alicia, your picture went away.
I'm not here.
Oh, now Abby's picture went away.
I'm here.
Well, you're there, but
Can you see me?
Abby went away.
Come on. We'll keep talking, Maria.
Hello. Abby,
Is that Julie on the phone? Who's on the phone?
Yes, it's Julie.
Oh, hi, Julie.
It's Rula.
Hi.
It's Rula.
Oh, and Rula. We
Hi.
have people pop in, but we lost Abby.
Yeah.
What did you say? Oh. You're going to lose me in a minute too, probably. But I'm here now.
Can you see me or hear me?
I can hear you.
So I can't see anybody.
Maria? The Marias, can you see?
I can see you.
Yeah, we can
Sorry.
see you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Maria, what do you think of that? Or Rula? Rula, I don't know how soon you hopped on. If you kind of heard, even since I talked to you, Rula, earlier today, I just had a big aha in another conversation with Mandy, just about focusing on recruiting for the month of June, because it really is a primo time for people to take advantage of double host credit. That's a no-brainer. But really, those key people that have been interested and just really expressing how this is the best time. And they're going to pick up on your energy. Like, you can say, I've been with Wild Tree for 2 years, or I've been with Wild Tree for 5 years. And this is like the pivotal point, like we've all been waiting for. You have an opportunity to come in, get your feet a little bit wet, and then when all the announcements get made, all the new pieces come into place, you can just really run with them. And I think that's an important message for people to hear, and then they can make their own decision. But I love it because it gives you a reason to reach back out to all those people in your recruiting notebook, for sure. And as leaders, gosh, if you get even just one person, you're going to easily get an extra $1,000 from their double launch. You know what I'm saying? As long as they launch. So that's just solidifying leader numbers, BQs, it solves all those problems. So that's my PSA announcement for the day. Maria Hardy, do you want to add anything to it?
No, I just totally agree with that. If we just make sure that we have a really convicting pitch and get really excited and just sort of put on those, the goggles of, oh my gosh, I'm just going to be laser focused on recruiting. That's usually what happens. But like Leisha said, when she was laser focused on getting bookings, it was like, okay, now I've got all these bookings. So if we can all just get laser focused on recruiting, then we're not going to run into the issues. You shouldn't have to carry, 30 3,000 of your team's 3,500 for the month. Like, that's just nowhere way to live and sit in your team leader numbers. You want your team to constantly be bringing in new people, so that when they're launching and getting their business off and running, it's just totally helping you, and you can just take a deep breath and not be running yourself into the ground month after month. So like Sonara said, 3 people a month means that you're growing your business, and anything less is, you need 2 to maintain your business every month, 3 to grow, and anything less than that is decline, just with the way everybody funnels in and out of the business. So it's important just to remember that and just put those recruiting goggles on.
Yeah.
I like what you, Maria, when you and I talked earlier today, I love what you had suggested as far as focusing on recruiting, but then still keeping in mind, giving the 3 options as far as, starting with kind of like shooting for the stars, but then kind of settling for the moon, like just recruiting, and then, okay, well, how about host, at least getting you some free, some extra free with hosting, and or if not, how can we best serve you? And that, I thought that was, but I love that new energy of being able to reach out to all these other, the people who haven't talked to you in a while.
Right.
With that, but then also, it's not a complete loss if it's not
right.
If they're not ready yet. It could be, it could mean
a sale.
That's a really great point, Maria.
Yep. I was telling Maria earlier, I said, when you're reaching out to people and getting that excited about recruiting, don't just leave it at recruiting. Say, if that's not something you're ready for right now, don't forget we've got Double Free coming up. That could be a good opportunity to host, get some free product. If you're not ready for that, hey, how can we best serve you and help you get some more mealtime solutions into your hands? Let me know. So that they can kind of fit into one of those 3 categories, and you at least get something out of them. If you're going to be doing all the reaching out to begin with, you might as well
get something out of it. If not.
Yep. Exactly.
And it goes back to, I think, having a focus when you're at even your own personal parties in the next month. Like Abby shared, she's got a whole bazillion of parties she's doing that just gives you tons of new people. And I think they can sense an energy. If you're like, hey, I've been doing this for 3 years, I'll be honest, like, I'm super excited. This is the best time because we have new technology rolling out. It's going to be like a whole Wildtree 2.0. Like, you just got to find your story that you're going to be really excited to share as you meet people. So that brings me to my next thing that I wanted to ask you guys. Do you guys feel like you need a little boost in that? Are you guys feeling good? I know it's hard because there has just been like little things sprinkled, and it's not like we have concrete things that you can share yet. So I wanted to get a pulse from you guys. Like, how do you feel? Like, do you need reassurance, or I can't always say everything I know in this place. Like, literally they have signed us like off, like that we would, which makes it really hard because I hate keeping good secrets. It's like being pregnant and not being able to tell people or something. But I didn't know if you guys are needing that right now, or do you have the faith or trust, or have you heard enough from Maria, since pretty much everyone on this call I know works with Maria besides Rula? Are you guys good with that, or do you need just a little conversation about that from either myself or Maria? Just about how you're feeling about kind of the future in terms of like the next couple months, and then rolling into the fall, the good things that are coming.
Leisha, I think that I could use some more words, because with my team, I'm focusing a lot on how, and I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but how we're becoming, a large company, in the sense of now you can, eventually they're looking at stock, and, our upper directors can really be part of the company, and, potential for insurance and all that kind of stuff. But there's a long way before that. What are some of the quick, entry level the app. So that I was going to focus on the app, but I really don't know a lot about what that's going to offer. I just know that there's one that's potentially coming.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I need a couple things to get
Okay. Yeah.
New people.
So let me think about what I can say.
Because 2.0 sounds great, except they don't know what it was like before. Really, they know what they've had with Wild Tree, but if they're not signed up, they don't know what it's like to be a rep with Wild Tree.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to make it sound. I don't want to make it sound like we've been living in a horrible place, and now we're like.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
It's like we're a great company, and we're going to be greater.
To awesome.
Okay, so here's what I think is fair to share. So obviously this is going to be announced and rolled out at conference, which you all will be there. So you'll hear firsthand and get trained on. But it is going to be it's going to be a revolutionary piece of our business. So it's going to be an additional stream of income that us as reps can have to make money besides doing traditional parties, workshops, things of that nature. And it's going to be techy to meet people where they are today. Because let's face it, people live on their phones. So it's going to be a piece of technology that will help people get dinner on the table through that app, but also be another stream of income. And I think that's fair to say. So it kind of paints a nebulous picture of, I don't know that you're going to be able to run a business without still getting in front of people doing parties. You maybe could. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. But I know that appeals to the people who are drawn to other companies that want to do just social selling. You know what I mean? Just do stuff on their computer and phones. It's going to give us that gateway. Does that make sense? So I feel like for us who are established, it's so exciting because we already have, let's face it, big customer bases. So let's face it, how many of our customers order from us every month? Like less than 1%. So if you think of, even if you can just have another way that your customers can be ordering with you and using their Wild Tree more efficiently and effectively, they're going to be happier in the long run. So I think if you just share, we're going to have like a technology-based app that's going to allow us like another whole side to our business. I think that's fair to say. And you have to say, I don't know all the details. They're announcing it at our conference in 6 weeks. I'm super excited. And I think they're just going to trust, like Maria said, they don't know what old Wild Tree looks like. So I think people will pick up on your energy and excitement. And you just have to trust me.
I do.
So, and I don't even know like 100,000%. I just keep getting little bits and pieces. Like, hey, what do you guys think about this? Does this make sense? Should this link to this or that? Just things like that. And it's like, okay. So,
yeah. And I just got off the phone with Henry today. Chuck and I had a conference call with him at 5:00, and we went over the stock option plan, which I am going all in for. Woohoo! So I'm so excited about that. And he just, dropped some hints as well of how excited he is for Wild Tree. And he just, he can see 10 years down the road, we're going to be kicking butt and taking names. He doesn't even, that is what is going to happen. So it will only come if we continue to stay enthusiastic and roll with some of the new punches that are coming along, which are going to just be great for our business in the future. So it was great just to hear that from him.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps. And that's part of the piece too, is I just wanted you guys to maybe have a little refresher in that, just so you feel reassured. Cause I know I need that even myself. I just want to hear bits and pieces of what's coming, cause it just makes you feel more excited and more confident in what we're doing. And it's hard to wait. Nobody likes to wait. It's almost worse. We know it's coming, but it's still 6 weeks. So I guess we can think of it, we're kind of like at Thanksgiving. We're 6 weeks out from Christmas.
Yes.
Christmas. We're at Thanksgiving.
Christmas in July.
That was good. And now we're waiting for Christmas. So you can start your little advent calendar. So, I mean, not like it's going to be like, oh, in one day, all different, but it is very exciting. It's just going to give us, like I said, another revenue stream, which, let's face it, most people are here because they need / want to make more money with Wild Tree, and it's just going to make it easier. And the other piece I love, it's going to be so much better for our customers. I feel like we're going to have so much more value with them, and our relationships will really grow. It'll make sense.
And I think it's going to really help with our recruiting. I think, all those people that are.
Your bandwidth is low, Abby.
Front of people, but are more techie people are really going to be into it.
Yeah.
For the recruiting side. I mean, I think we're going to get so many new team members for just Thrive.
I can't hear Abby. Can you?
No, she keeps cutting out.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to make sure that my team knew, especially since most of them are on the call, that for an incentive, a little perk for all of you for conference, if you recruit 4 new team members between now, today, and conference, they don't have to bonus qualify or anything. There's no stipulation around that because it's only a 6-week period. But you will get a free dinner on Thursday night, because I know Thursday night they aren't, or maybe Friday night too. One night you get a free dinner on me. So eat up. Feast away.
And I'll do the same for anyone
You can order a steak.
Me. So I know Rula dropped off, but if you're listening to the playback under me, same deal. Recruit 4 people, free dinner on me at conference. So hopefully, if you love to eat, that'll get you going.
Yep. One less
Really good to do that.
Okay. Well,
Well,
awesome.
thanks, guys.
Please feel free to reach out. Honestly, you guys, I mean, we're all humans. We're women too. And I know it is hard to wait. And sometimes your energy or excitement can wane. You just have one of those days. Sometimes it's external. It's nothing with Wild Tree. And then you're like, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. Please reach out to Maria and I, because we are here just to support you. And we want to make sure you have the energy and excitement, because this is a really exciting time. I mean, I'm the dinosaur of Wild Tree compared to you guys all. And I haven't been this excited. Like today I just had an aha, like, wow, like if life in Wild Tree was the same as it was 6 months ago, it's almost like you don't know what you don't know. Like that whole training, it's outside that circle. And now it's so exciting because we do have the resources, like Maria talked with Henry today. And that is an advantage of Maria. She gets to get those direct lines of communication where you hear, super high level successful businessmen that are like, Wild Tree is going places and we're giving you guys the tools and the resources and the people that you guys need to make this a household name and to make all of you guys super successful beyond what you've been capable of in the past due to kind of your infrastructure. So just hang tight. I mean, there's way more than an app. There's lots of other good stuff coming. So it's exciting.
Yeah. And while you're hanging tight, just bring in new people.
Yep, absolutely.
Bring in new people and have fun at your parties.
Yep. So, okay, let's go see who can get the first new person. So.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Happy what is it, Tuesday? This is an off week with the holidays. So it's already Tuesday night. So have a great night.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thanks,
You too.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Yep.
Good night.